Okay, on this one, they want us to simplify. Now notice we have multiply here and divide here. So remember, anything that comes after divide, we have to flip. So in other words, I'm going to change that symbol and I'm going to flip this guy. I'm going to keep the first one the same, and I'm going to also keep the second one the same because they're both just times. So just keep, but then change divide to multiply and flip the fraction on the right, right? You know about that because just think about your real life experience. If you had 10 candy bars divided among 2 kids, they get 5 candy bars each. Or if you said, hey kids, I'm going to give you half of my 10 candy bars, that's still 5, same answer. So dividing by a number is the same as multiplying by the upside down, is my point. Your real life experience tells you it's true, right? Dividing by 2 is the same as multiplying by a half. So that proves and shows that multiplying is just upside down dividing. So dividing by a number is the same as multiplying by the upside down. So that's what I do here. So let me bring these down. I'm going to keep the first 2 the same. A little bigger here. I have a little more room. Okay, and it's going to become times, and then this one is going to change to times also. The first one, I just keep it the same. I'm going to factor it in a minute. The next one, keep it the same. All right, keep and keep. Why? Because they're just multiplied. We don't change them. And then you flip the one on the right. Okay, so I flipped the one on the right. So keep, change, flip. Change to multiplication and flip the fraction on the right. That's what we always do. The fraction after divide, we flip. Okay, now what? Well, can I just start canceling stuff? You know the answer is no, huh? I just want to make sure you know. You can't go x squared, cancel. X squared, cancel. X squared, x, no. That's all garbage, huh? Can't do that because you can't cancel added, subtracted items, right? You know that. We cannot cancel added, subtracted items. Instead, factor, right? Because we can only cancel multiplied items. So we have to factor, and then they'll become multiplied with parentheses, and we can cancel things at that point. Okay, so let's do it. So this means we're up for a lot of factoring here. Here we go. So this one's all, let me bring these down again. All right. Now they're all multiplied because we flipped the one on the right. All right, so let's factor. So how do we factor? Multiply, add, multiply. So 2 parentheses, x is in the front. What multiplies to be 5? 5 times 1. How does it add to be -6? Both negative. Good so far, right? Because negative, if you lose $5 and you lose $1, you lost $6. They add to be -6. And they multiply. Negative times negative multiplies to be +5. So that one's correct. Okay. And then down here, multiply, huh? Because the middle term is missing. The add is missing in the middle, so multiply. So that's kind of easier. So we go 5x multiplies to be 25x squared. And 4 times 4 multiplies to be 16. 1 plus 1 minus. Like that. +4 times -4 is -16. There we go. All right, next one. Multiply, add, multiply. 5x times x. Well, now what multiplies to be 16? Well, there's a lot of things. Let's try 4 times 4 first off. It could be, you might be thinking, well, it could be 8 times 2. It could, maybe, but remember, we try the numbers closer together first. So 4 times 4 is what we should try first instead of 8 times 2. Okay, so now is that right? Well, let's check it. Come up here and check it. I check it, I go boom, boom. It's going to be what? 5x squared, 20x, and then boom, boom. 4x, and 16. Now, can the 2 in the middle make minus 16? Sign in the middle goes on the bigger. Minus 20 plus 4. That's correct, right? If you lose $20 and you gain back 4, you lost $16. That's right. So, and now how do you put the signs on things? They crisscross. Remember, this guy goes here, minus, and this plus sign goes there. They crisscross back to the parentheses. So plus 4 times minus 4 indeed makes minus 16, which is what we want up here. That's correct. It's all looking good. We checked it. It factors, right? You see all that? So that was a lot of work, but we got a lot more work to do so. So let's keep going. So now I'm going to try this one. I'm going to do multiply, add, multiply, 2 parentheses, 3x and x. And so that's multiplies to be 3x squared in the front, right? Okay, and what? Let me say I didn't do a very good job, right? I'm still not doing a very good job right now. Okay, and what multiplies to be negative 2? Well, we could put a 2 here and a 1 there, 2 times 1, or there's another option, isn't there? You could have 3x. In fact, let me just write it side by side, yeah. The other option is you could have 3x. I know it's going to go right here, but I just need room. 3x and x. I'll move it over in a minute. That's the other option, right? So we could have the 2 first and then the 1, or the 1 first and then the 2. Those are both options. In fact, why don't I, in order to be clear, why don't I write it over? 3x and 2, x and 1. That's the other option, right? It's going to be one of those two. You're tracking with me. So we've got to multiply to be 3 in the front, 3x times x, and multiply to be 2 in the back, 2 times 1 or 1. Oh, I wrote the same thing. Come on. Let's try it again. It's going to be 2 times 1 or 1 times 2. There we go. Right? 2, 1, or 1, 2. Either order. Okay. How do you know which one's right? Yeah, check it. Right? You got to check it. So let me do that. I'm going to check. So right here, I will check this one. Check this one. So boom, boom. So it'd be 3x squared, 3x, boom, boom, 2x and 2. The middle 2 have to somehow make the middle, what is what? Minus 1x, isn't it? How do they do that? The sign in the middle goes on the bigger. So minus 3 plus 2, that makes minus 1. How do the signs go back? They crisscross. This guy here, this guy here, right? And now is it right? Plus 2 times minus 1 is minus 2, minus 2. Perfect. Now the other one does not check. I'll prove it to you. If you checked the other one, it's not right. You go boom, boom. It'll be 3x squared, 6x, boom, boom, 1x and 2. Can the middle, the 6x and 1x, make minus 1x somehow? No way. No way. Right? 6 and 1 add to be 7, subtract to be 5. No way that they're going to make this minus 1 in the middle. So that's not the correct answer. So I'm going to get rid of that. But I'm going to get rid of all this stuff now. So now we got it. We got that one. So you just got to check it and get it right. Make sure you've got it right. You got to try both orders, though, to find the right order. You get the signs all right. Okay. We got 2 more. Okay. So now coming up here, multiply, add, multiply, 2 parentheses. Now, what multiplies to be 9x squared? Now, careful, you might do 9x and x, but really you should start with 3x and 3x. Remember, it's probably what multiplies to equal 9. 3 times 3 is 9, and 1 times 9 is 9. Try the 3 times 3 first. It's usually the numbers closer together. Remember that principle? Okay, and what multiplies before at the back? 2 and 2. You could try 4 and 1, but it's probably 2 and 2. All right? Remember all that? Let's check it. So when I check it, I go boom, boom, I get 9x squared, 6x, and boom, boom, 6x and 4. How do the middle two make plus 12? Both plus, and they multiply to be plus 4. Perfect. That is it. That works. All right. We've got one more. I'm almost out of different colors here. Here we go. Multiply, add, multiply. 2 parentheses, x and x. What multiplies to be 20? 5 times 4, 4 times 5, either way. How does it add to be minus 9? Both minus, right? Minus 5 and minus 4 makes minus 9 in the middle. And they multiply to be plus 20, don't they? Okay, it's all factored. It's cancel time. So what do we do? We cancel. I'm gonna write it over here. Cancel top to bottom, right? We can go straight down or diagonally down. So we're going to cancel top to bottom, straight down or diagonally down. Doesn't matter. All right. Let's see. It's a big mess, huh? X minus 5. X, you can go far diagonally. See how that's far, far away? That's totally fine. Straight down or diagonally down. X minus 1, X minus 1. 5x plus 4, 5x plus 4. 3x plus 2 with that one. So we only canceled one of the 3x pluses. The other one stays, huh? One of them, doesn't matter which one we cancel. One of them cancels one of them. Is that it? Is there anything else? Oh, no, the x minus 4. Sorry. X minus 4, X minus 4. Wow. What in the world is left? On the top, 3x plus 2. On the bottom, 5x minus 4. This is the only thing left on the bottom. This is the only thing left on the top. Wow, that was quite a problem of simplification. There we go. So recapping, what did we do? From the beginning, we had a divide. Whenever you have a divide, you change that to multiply and you flip the fraction on the right of it. So we flipped that guy. The other two fractions, we keep the same. And then we had 6 factoring problems. We had to factor all of those very carefully, checking all of our factors. That was the lion's share of the work. And then once we got that done, we canceled straight down and diagonally down, top to bottom. And all that was left were those two. And so there we go.